The rabbi found himself on this Friday morning a little bit tired of hearing about other people's troubles. In a small town like Kleinstädtel, everyone knew everybody else's business, and there were no secrets. But Rabbi Mark was there, and they trusted him, and they paid his wages, and they used him endlessly. And it was the end of a hard winter, and things had not been easy, and everybody went with their troubles to the rabbi, who had a few little troubles too, and who could he go to? Only to his wife Sophie, and he wouldn't do that, not just now. She hadn't been well, and that had been a trouble too. Still, thank God, she was on the mend, and he would manage. He had broad shoulders for trouble, the rabbi, and humour also. And, as many times in the past, he looked at the problem of his flock's troubles with a glint of humour. A plan emerged, and at the evening service he said he would next day, on the Sabbath, make an important announcement in the synagogue. The place was crowded. Mark looked around, his sensible, middle-aged eyes missing nothing. "My sermon today," he said, "spoke of God's help with heavy loads. Well, it seems to me that in this town everybody has heavy loads, and everybody could do with some help. Many of you have come to me and told me of your sack of trouble, your peckle of trouble. Many of you have said to me, 'Rabbi, nobody has a peckle like mine, nobody.' It worries me that I can't do much to help. So," said the rabbi, "I asked God, and in a dream I was shown a way, if not to help, at least to give you a rest from your peckles. Everybody says that their peckle is the heaviest, and nobody else can have trouble like they've got. Am I right?" "It's true," murmured the congregation. "It's true. How can anyone else know the troubles we've got? Sacks, peckles." The rabbi waited for silence. "In the next week," he said, "everybody will write his troubles on pieces of rock and put the rocks in a sack, a peckle. On Friday you will bring the peckles to my house and leave them outside my door, and for the whole weekend I will look after them. You will be absolutely free of your troubles for a whole weekend." There was an excited hubbub as people saw the great wisdom of their rabbi. And, said their rabbi loudly and clearly, "and on Monday morning you can all come and take away any peckle you like. Is it agreed?" The congregation roared their approval of this marvellous plan, and it was done. And by tea-time the next Friday the pile of sacks of rocks outside the rabbi's door was huge. And the town and the rabbi had a peaceful and happy weekend with smiling faces and splendid singing at the services. On Monday morning, the rabbi got up early and watched from his window. The townspeople gathered in front of the pile of peckles and looked and weighed up and considered. Then each took away his own, and the rabbi went and had his breakfast. It was the end of the afternoon, and the rabbi had not had a good day. The day had started badly, and rather earlier than usual, in the middle of the night, in fact. He'd got in very late from a house of mourning in the next village, and he'd quietly
Sample complete. Ready to continue?